You know what's wild? Mclean, Virginia just hit a median home price of $1.8 million. And instead of people being scared off, they're pouring even more money into luxury renovations. Let me tell you why this matters for the future of American housing.
That's such an interesting shift in consumer behavior. How are homeowners justifying these massive investments?
Well, here's what's fascinating. In Northern Virginia alone, we saw $1.27 billion in home sales just this August. And these aren't just transactions, they're transformations. People are viewing their homes as long-term investment vehicles.
Mm-hmm. And with properties selling within 63 days, even at these premium prices, it seems like the strategy is working.
Exactly right. And get this, property values have shot up by 9.3% year over year. That's huge when you're talking about homes that were already worth over $1 million.
So, what exactly are these homeowners investing in? I mean, these must be some pretty spectacular renovations.
Oh man, we're talking about complete transformations here. Custom cabinetry, premium countertops in materials like granite and marble. And these aren't just cosmetic updates, they're reimagining entire living spaces.
The way companies are adapting to serve this market is fascinating too. I've noticed they're offering both virtual and in home consultations now.
You know what's really interesting about that? One major player in this space has expanded to 14 showroom locations across multiple states since 2011. And here's the kicker. They've maintained a 4.8-star rating with over 900 customer reviews.
That level of customer satisfaction in such a complex service category is pretty remarkable.
Well, what's really changed is how these companies approach the whole process. They're not just selling products anymore. They're providing end-to-end project management. Everything from initial design concepts through final installation.
Hmm. It's almost like they've become luxury concierge services for home renovation.
Exactly. And here's something that really caught my attention. These high-end renovation services are expanding across 8 states now, including places like Texas and Tennessee. This isn't just a coastal elite phenomenon anymore.
That geographic spread really suggests a broader shift in how Americans view home improvement, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And what's particularly fascinating is how they're maintaining consistent quality across such diverse markets. Like, they've developed these sophisticated project management systems that somehow balance standardization with customization.
The logistics of pulling that off must be incredibly complex.
Well, that's where technology comes in. These companies are using everything from 3D modeling to virtual reality to help clients visualize their spaces. But you know what's really interesting? The human element is still crucial.
You mean like having actual designers and project managers involved throughout the process?
Exactly. And these aren't just salespeople. They're trained professionals who understand both the aesthetic and functional aspects of home design. They're essentially becoming partners in creating these luxury spaces.
That partnership approach must be especially important when you're dealing with properties worth nearly $2 million. dollars.
That's such a good point. When you're investing that kind of money in a property, you want someone who can see the big picture. And these companies have figured out how to deliver that comprehensive service at scale.
So, where do you see this trend heading? Is this the future of home improvement across the country?
Well, I think what we're seeing in McLean is like a preview of what's coming. As property values continue to rise in other markets, we'll likely see similar patterns emerging. And companies that have already figured out this high-end service model will have a huge advantage.
The ripple effects could really reshape the entire industry.
And here's something else to consider. The impact of emerging technologies. We're already seeing virtual consultations, but imagine when augmented reality design tools become standard. The whole experience of planning a renovation could be transformed.
That could really change how people approach these major home investments.
Exactly. And as we wrap up, I think that's the key takeaway from what's happening in McLean. The home improvement industry isn't just evolving, it's completely transforming. We're seeing a shift from simple product sales to comprehensive luxury services.
Looking forward to seeing how this continues to develop across the country.
Indeed. What's happening in McLean might just be the beginning of a much larger shift in how Americans think about and invest in their homes. Thanks for exploring this fascinating transformation with us today.